Alright friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit more on the C10. I guess I'm going to be calling that the C10 Gasser Project, okay? Because it started out just a little C10 6-cylinder 3-speed. I just liked it. I was going to keep it that way and ride it, and it blew a head gasket. Then I found out the block was cracked. I already had the 350 out of the Camaro because I was going to put aluminum heads, a different intake, different valve covers, a lot of different things just on the engine, the top end really. And I was going to put it back in the Camaro. Well, I decided to do the 327 I got. That's why I ended up getting the 307, same crank, same rods. And I decided to go ahead and redo the heads that I took off of this one, which are the 350 400 heads, and I had them completely redone, and I just put the Win Stealth intake back on it. It's just sitting on it right now. Just sitting on it. It's sitting on there for looks, to see what it looked like. And I set the anodized gold valve cover. I think it's going to look good. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about that. We got the fender wells out. I'm going to show you a little bit on the fender well headers we got. So stick around. I hope you enjoy it. And I really appreciate you coming back. Thank you. Here we are again, working on the couple of things here in the shop. I'm continuing to pull down this 307 from the exhaust manifold off right now. I'm going to end up on the heads and everything. And guys working on that other fender well. Getting one more done. See what these old rusty manifold bolts really something. I'm telling how many times they've been on and off. Rusty and about rounded off. Let the engine back on, start the top end there. Guys, we're going crazy on that fender well header. I mean, that fender well screw. Get the engine in and the well headers on it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull the pulley off. For now, we'll need this probably on the other engine. Got a little ding on it right there. I don't think it's going to look like the inside right there is dinged. Yeah, I can just smack it back with the hammer a little bit and get it right. I think it'll be all right. Now we'll flip her over and start pulling the heads. Oh shit. Josh got the other fender well out. They've seen better days. I wouldn't be surprised if these have never been out of this truck. We're finding a lot of bolts that's never been fooled with. Remember, this truck's only got 82,000 original miles on it. So, I'm still thinking about this oil pan. Now I'm thinking I'm about half tempted to leave that 8-quart on the 350. I don't know, I gotta think on it some more. We'll see. All right, well, like I showed before, Josh got this fender well out. So although it's a little dirty over in there, which I gotta get over there and do some cleaning, got all that open, got it out. We even test fitted the header. I mean, without the head, of course, but we stuck it in there. It looks like it's gonna clear the steering shaft. While he was over in there, he took the heater box off. I gotta make a cover for that. I'll just make a little metal cover for that. And he got on me about doing some more, so there we go. He wanted to go ahead and put the heads on. Even to me protesting and procrastinating, he said, come on, let's get it. He's good about keeping me motivated, that's for sure. So we've got this side on and torqued down. And yes, I did some too. It's just I usually do more of the video. And right now he's just snugging them down. Go ahead and snug them down in order, and then we take your torque wrench and torque them down. We're getting closer and closer. All right, so we're torquing them down in 3 steps. Snug them down with the ratchet and torque them down 3 steps. I think we're going 20 or 25 the first step, and then 40, 45, something like that. And then the final is going to be 65 or just over, since we are using an extension on the torque wrench, and that takes some of your torque away, but we're getting them on there.
Make sure you do them in order.
I am. I'm doing an A order, an order. I don't know if it's the order.
I have loose ones at the end of this deal.
All right, now since this video is being filmed over Christmas time, I just want to set up this next little bit. It's, of course, where when I went down to my sister and brother-in-law's house. And, of course, I didn't do any video in there, and a video coming back out. But Laura and Josh came over, and, of course, Josh helped me do this, some of this work in this video. And they brought me the Grinch donuts, because we really like the Grinch stuff. Now here is the box. We ate the donuts, but you're gonna see a picture of the donuts, and actually a little piece of video with Bonnie, one of our chinchillas. And when we got her, poor baby, she was kind of tired of being shuffled around, and she was a breeder, you know, and she didn't like people too much. So she would, she would growl at you, she won't bite you for nothing, but she'd growl and grump. And so the lady we got her from said, she's kind of Grinchy. And we just loved that. We thought that really stuck. So now everything Grinch reminds us of Bonnie and all that. So when we saw that Krispy Kreme had the Grinch donuts, I told her, I said, well, I'd like to have some of them. That's just really cool. And they found some. They got a half dozen, brought it in, because none of us need a bunch of donuts, especially me. But you'll see a couple of pictures and a little video of her holding Bonnie, and Bonnie's sweet as she can be, but she was a little grinchy when we went to pick her up, but she don't bite. She just growls. And so that's how that came in. And like I say, since this is kind of a Christmas video, although you'll be seeing it the week of New Year's. So I just wanted to put that in and explain a couple of little pictures there. And of course, Josh and I were doing this work on mostly on Christmas Eve, and a little bit on Christmas Day and a little bit after. So I just wanted to set that up. Merry Christmas. All right, well, here we go. We're going down to my sister's house for Christmas. As of making of this video, this is Wednesday, the 25th, Christmas Day. I decided to drive my old Plymouth, which actually my sister lives kind of next door, so it's not far. It's probably about, by the road, it's probably less than half a mile. If you cut across the field, across the creek, across the fence, across the fields, it's probably not far. A little bit longer going the road because we each have almost a quarter-mile driveway. But we're going to go see how this family happening goes. Hopefully it'll be well. It'll do well. You all have a Merry Christmas. I know when y'all see this, it's going to be New Year's week or later. But I am coming this on Christmas Day. And brother-in-laws where we had Christmas. It was very nice. We all had a good meal. We cooked steaks and potatoes. Maybe not your usual Christmas dinner, but it is for us. Kind of a tradition there for years, many years. We do that. It was nice. Nice visit. Dirty Santa. Got a little Christmas get together. All right, brought the 350 intake down. Just did a little start and cleaning, a little cleaning on the the initial cleaning. Ready to do a little more scrubbing on it. Soaking it down with some spray nine. I'm actually going to take it inside, and tonight I'm going to use hot soapy water and spray nine probably, and take a toothbrush. You'll see it in a few moments. I'll take a toothbrush and scrub it. Old toothbrush, of course. And I'm gonna hose it, scrub it down. Ain't gotta be perfect. Just like everything I'm doing with the old truck, I just want to clean it up a little bit. If I don't want it looking like new, I'd have took it all apart and sandblasted it. But that ain't gonna be necessary. Well, here we go. I'm not totally done with it. This is just the initial washing. I cleaned it up a little bit outside. Yes, it would look a lot better if I sandblasted it, but I don't think it really needs all that. I don't like all this. I might try to clean this up a little bit better. But, you'd be surprised how good it'll look on top of the engine with the, the valve covers, the big valve covers, and the big carburetor, and the big air cleaner, and, the distributor back here. But I do want to try to clean at least this part up a little bit better. I don't know why I did that, but it's good intake. It's going to be good on that truck. Win Stealth. They were the hot tanks about 25 years ago. Kind of a high-rise-ish dual plane with the big runners, real big runners in it. And then, of course, I put a little riser plate on it. Yep. It's going to be all right. Well, we're still working on this 307. Flipped it back over. I've taken the exhaust. You saw that. I took the exhaust off. I'm taking the oil pan off. Taking the valve covers off. I'm gonna pull the heads off. And I want to go ahead and disassemble it and take the crank out and check out and see what the crank and the rods look like. Like I say, to put in the 327 over there. Let's see all that. The engine is not that. The 307 is not that bad, you know. I'm really curious to see. How the bottom end looks, because the connecting rods are already stamped. There's no small block Chevys. The Chevys don't come stamped. Mopars do. I do like having Mopars. The rods are already numbered and matched up and all that. But Chevys, you gotta stamp them in, and they're already done. So I'm really curious to see what's been done to this, to the crank, if anything. Brought up one of my little Southeast Gassers license tags. This is now going to be referred to, I guess, as the C10 Gasser Project. It's going to be very Gasser looking. I guess it'd be kind of like it'd be somewhat Gasser. It just won't be a speed freak, you know, because not right off. Maybe one day. The engine will be good in it, and it's got 3 speeds still in them. We'll leave that in it for now. And one day I'd like to put maybe put a 4-speed and low gear, positive rear, something like that. We'll see how it goes. But then I got the intake a little cleaned up better, and I just set it on there. It's not on there yet. No gaskets, no bolts. I thought I'd just set it on there. Give you a shot there, see what you think. I think it's going to look good. Let me get those valve covers set on there, at least one of them. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, that's going to look pretty good. The kind of rough and ratty looking old valve covers. Still basically a brand new engine. Like I say, I built it about 25 years ago, but it's got about 3,000 miles on it. You've seen how clean it is. The heads are new, redone. That's even the original paint that I put on it on the heads. So I guess I did a pretty good job 25 years ago, because even running them through the hot tank and checking them, it didn't get all the paint off. They cleaned them up good. But yeah, that's gonna look pretty good right there. It's gonna look pretty good over in here. Now let me get one of those fender well headers so I can get the camera set up. I'll just kind of show you real quick what it's gonna look like. All right, well, I know this isn't gonna be exactly, because the engine's not in it, of course. These headers aren't super light, but you get an idea. It'll be kind of somewhere kind of like this. Well, this is resting on the things now, so it's not gonna be quite. It should be close to that. Like I said, it's resting on the steering right now, so it's not gonna be quite, but that's gonna be close. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. That big hump in the header is going to clear the steering. Should clear it just fine. And she's going to look pretty good down here. Of course, I am going to paint them white, but I did kind of want to make sure they fit the truck first. Yep, that's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I'm pretty excited that it should make it a little easier working on the engine whenever need to. Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this little video on more on the S10. Remember what I say, every little bit you do gets you one step closer to completing your project. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed. Just get out, have a good time, try to get one little thing done. Next thing you know, you'll have 2, 3, 4 things done. You'll have more done than you thought you were going to get done. You'll have it a little bit closer, and you'll be having fun. So don't get overwhelmed, just enjoy it. Enjoy your projects, enjoy what you're doing. I really appreciate you all coming back and watching my videos and coming to see me. And I'd really like for y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button and you'll subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Come back to see me and I'll be here and I'll see you at the shop.